What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be absolutely unreal because I'm on my way to Brink Bike Shop with my trail bike in the back of the van, and today it's going to undergo the full list of custom upgrades. It's going to be fully built, fully complete, and it's going to be hands down the best trail bike I've ever owned. Also, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, which is the all-in-one, all-encompassing online platform that helps you build an unreal online presence. I've talked about that before. It's something I'm a massive fan of, and I'm stoked that they're sponsoring this video. So Brink Bike Shop is the next stop, and I'm buzzing because I've actually left it up to those guys to choose me the best suspension, the best drivetrain, and the best brakes, which I've never done before. I have no idea what they've chosen, but apparently it's the best. So let's get there and find out, and this is so exciting. It's so cool. MTB Paradise. This place is insane. What's up, fellas?
Not much, not much. You come to collect?
I have come to collect. It's not, don't act like it's something I do every day. Are you going to talk me through it, or shall I go and open it?
You've requested for the best. We've built your box of the best.
You built me a box?
Built your box, handcrafted. Come back to the box.
Paper bag. Alright then, I'll take this and go and build it. Dyed Bro. Can I get Dyed Bro as well today?
Yeah, we can fit you in. Do you know what you want yet?
Dyed Bro. I'm going to go and look now. Right, Dyed Bro. This is very, very exciting. So I'm going to take that stuff, which we still don't know what it is, which is strange. Can I open it in a minute?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Is it mine now? Just have to pay for it.
Yeah, if you buy a Dyed Bro.
Alright. If I buy Dyed Bro. This is Dyed Bro. So, it's very cool. When I've built this bike, I'm going to come back in here and choose one of these, and it's frame protection, which is one thing, so it protects your paintwork. Secondly, it's very, very, very cool graphics, designs. It's just like customizing your bike. You basically, for £35, you get a new bike every time. So I'm excited to bring it back in. We need to build it first. We don't even know what colour we're working around, so let's get this bike built. So just to recap, we've got the Marin Rift Zone Carbon frame with the old fork. I've added a P&W dropper post lever, which feels very, very, very nice on the comfy thumb trigger. And that's about it. Then we have the parts that are going on, titanium cranks, the oval chainring, some gusset and maxis stuff. Then, more excitingly, we're into the hot stuff, the hot property. Mystery bag, mystery box, and the halo wheels, which I explained last time, the vortex wheels. So, let's do mystery bag first, which clearly isn't going to be a set of forks. Yo! Hope brakes. I don't know a lot about Hope brakes. I haven't ever run Hope brakes.
I hope they'll be good.
You hope they're good? Dude, Hope make the coolest looking brakes. What are they? Tech 3 E4. I don't know what that is. No way! They've got orange bits.
That's sick.
Isn't that sick? Dude, they're so cool. The guys have added orange. Yes, Brink!
Oh, to match the logo.
Exactly, look.
Oh, that is so
yes,
cool.
they've added orange, that's so cool. Look at the braided hosing as well. It's been so long since I appreciated like different stuff. They look sick. I'm guessing the rear one looks exactly the same. I can't wait to put these on a bike. How good is the braided hosing gonna match the tie cranks? I'll show you. Titanium cranks and braided hosing.
So good.
Yes! Oh, you guys! Actually, and the braided hosing is going to go with the oval ring. I'm stoked. I wonder how many people guessed those brakes. We'll find out. And then massive Hope rotors. That's a 203. So that's going to be my front rotor, 203 mil, and a 180 on the rear. So I'm going to have insane stopping power on a trail bike. That's why I left it up to Brink. Okay, that's brake. I'm so excited about that. Next, the mystery box numero 2. What have they gone for? SRAM. Dude, that's a cassette in that box. Oh, and Öhlins!
Damn.
Dude, have you heard of Öhlins?
Don't they do race cars?
Yeah, they make race car suspension.
That's sick.
Dude, I'm opening this first. I've never had Öhlins either. I'm in awe of Öhlins. That's like what Loic Bruni runs for World Champs downhill. That is sick. Black and gold. Dude, look at that.
Wow.
That is outrageous. A TTX. I think the TTX is brand new. Look at all the detailing on like stuff like this. Öhlins logo looks badass. Öhlins, advanced suspension technology. I'm dreading to think how much it's all going to cost, but I'm just so stoked that Brink know what's this cool. And they can get all this stuff. Oh man, that's cool. Sorry, I was just staring at a shock for a few minutes then. Öhlins fork to go with it, which we'll look at in a sec. Ow! That's a cassette in this box, so it's a SRAM X01. Look at the size of it.
Oh my god.
That is so light. Look at that. Yeah, I put a cassette like this on my San Quentin. They're machined out of one block. So they're so light. They're not like built up out of different rings. It's all one. Yeah. Does that surprise you?
Yeah.
12 speed. There's 12 gears.
Wow.
And the Big Daddy one is massive. How big is it? I want to count the teeth. 50 teeth! From 10 to 50. So you get a magnitude of 5 times gear ratio alteration. That is cool. And again, black. Black Steez, 11 out of the 12. And then ironically, the one big ring matches my cranks, matches the braided hosing, and matches the oval ring, which is lost somewhere, but you'll see that at some point. So if we've got SRAM cassette, what does that mean for drivetrain?
Colour-wise, this bike is going to come together so
It's going to be the one.
So nice.
That's what's cool about leaving it up to people who can buy in anything. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah.
SRAM XX1.
Oh my god, that
Look
box.
at that box. Isn't packaging cool?
Whoa.
Do you appreciate packaging?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Dude, look, I can tell just from looking at this. It's the AXS. You probably can't remember what this is.
Is it the electric
Yeah,
one?
yeah. Dude, no cables.
Damn.
Again, this is what I had on the San Quentin. You just change gear like that, and that moves, no cables. Electric gears. The future is happening right now in 2019 on this Rift Zone Carbon. So I can get rid of this gear cable, so I no longer need gear cables because it's purely going to be run by futuristic Wi-Fi technology. Satellites are changing gear for me. Where's the shifter? I'm just going to pull this through. Which means that the shifter's going into the giveaway. So when we choose who guessed correctly in what areas, the shifter's part of that. The old one was a Shimano SLX. So we've got SRAM cassette, SRAM AXS shifter and rear mech, derailleur. Hope brakes with Hope rotors with the bits and bobs swapped out for orange. And then an Öhlins RXF. I'm just reading that, I don't know. I don't know a lot about Öhlins. I've never had the chance to like run it or look at it. Dude, it's black.
Oh,
Yes!
that looks so good.
I'm stoked that everything's black. Dude. It's so cool. It's like what was on there before, but multiplied by a million times performance. Öhlins are the one. I'm so lucky, this is so cool. Yes, boys. Let's start a time lapse going. I'm going to fit the bottom bracket, the cranks, the oval chainring, the back wheel and cassette, and remove that back brake. Hell yeah, let's do it. So the back wheel's in, as you can hear from the cassette. You can see it, but you can also hear that the back wheel's in. The cranks and absolute black chainring are on, which look mega. The next thing to match up is the Goodridge hosing on the Hope brakes. So I've left the old original hydraulic rear brake in the frame, and apparently you can connect the two hoses, because they're internally routed through the frame, and pull them through together. But it's over to Adam for that, because I got stuck.
Hi, Adam.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I'm now ready to put on the M2 fork. So this is the RXF M2, which is the latest fork from Öhlins. It's 130mm travel, which is what I had before up front. But the new fork, which is only a few months old, has got a brand new air spring, a brand new damper, uprated bushings, like they've made it insane. So it's way more supple on the top, so all those small bumps and things are not going to be a problem. This is going to be so good. I'm well excited about having Öhlins forks. I've always kind of looked at Öhlins as a bit of a, like a top shelf part of the fork industry that I'd never be able to get access to, yet here we are. In and bearing.
That looks so good.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. And that. And that. Ben, please can you grab me some headset spaces off of the table? Here you go.
How many?
All of them, please.
All of them.
Cheers, dude. Yeah. Ow! Hit myself in the face. Once it's nipped up, I can relax because I do not want to drop this fork on the floor. How's it look?
So good.
They're SKF seals as well, which are the best seals. Yes. If you wondered how that fork miraculously came out of the box and then went straight on the bike, in terms of being cut down and everything, I'm opposite Brink Bike Shop, so I'm kind of sending things back and forth. Because they love to help, but they also hate to watch me try things and get it wrong. So that was good. Because usually when I cut a steerer tube down, I do it with like an angle grinder and it comes out at 45 degrees. But you can't do that with an Öhlins fork. That is mega. Okay, so there's my brake. I can put that on now. I'll slide this on. That's the other thing. When I last had this bike built up, I had, look at the length of that dropper cable, massive. I've got this nice looking braided hosing, but it needs to be the perfect length. So at the end of this build, I'm gonna cut everything down and make it look stealth, but that's cool.
The orange.
That is a cool brake. They did have the option to do an orange cap apparently, but when they saw the frame it was going on, I think the general consensus was too much orange.
No, that's perfect.
It's a lovely looking brake. Look at those levers. They're all made in the UK. I'm not sponsored by Hope, but I do respect them. They're seriously cool. I need to put the back wheel. I need a tyre. I haven't got a tyre on the back wheel. Let's do the tyre. So I've got a Maxxis Minion DHF, which most people think means front, but I'm going to run a pair of DHFs. I'm going to use about 80-90 millilitres of tubeless sealant, the muck off stuff. That should get it to seal on the rim, enough to sort of dry out, cover any holes. Then that will look like a big chunky tyre, because these rims are so wide. They're a really wide rim, so you're going to get more width of rubber, more contact on the ground. Let's put that on now. 3, 2, 1. What were you going to say?
Just realised another bit of colour coordination. Maxxis logos with the stickers on the forks.
Oh yeah. Oh, and there's orange.
Yeah.
So I've got orange with the frame, and you're saying that Maxxis matches the fork.
Yeah.
It really does. Right, let's do the front wheel as well then. Let's get them both on.
Yeah, right. I just need to.
Decisions. Right, we've gone for gold tubeless valves. There wasn't green that was just like the frame, it was like two different, and gold matches the Öhlins graphics pretty well. So that's going to be the best bit, and kind of the Maxxis logos. We're halfway there, so I can seat these and get them on the bike. Yes! Nice bit of pink. Steve Pete's just turned up at the shop, so he's not going to be happy about the muck off sealant going in. Right, I should be able to pair the mech with the shifter now. So you hold that down until that green light starts flashing. There we go. Then you hold the one down on the mech, then press that. Yes.
Oh my god.
That is insane. I've got this on my San Quentin, but look, there's no wires. Let me go and hide behind this wall.
That's crazy.
Isn't it cool?
It's so cool.
I just need to mount the shifter to the bars. We're kind of getting there. I'm short a chain, so I've got a SRAM chain. I'm going to invoice you, SRAM, for all this free advertising. Where is my SRAM chain? Here, which is black. It will be black if I can get into the packaging. Ow. Oh, and it's got a sick petrol link. Black chain.
Nice.
Doesn't get any better than how everything's kind of come together in the perfect way. Black chain, black cassette, but the one ring that matches the other ring. The black ties the back end with the front end. The insane black stanchions on the forks, which look unreal. And we still haven't added the Öhlins rear shock or the front brake. So let's do another time lapse. Let's get some more bits on. Let's get the chain on, get the shifter on the bars, some grips, and then we're almost there. Pedals, seat, shock, and we can bounce on it. It's looking good, but when that shock goes on, it's going to change the whole bike. And then we add Dipro, and suddenly you've changed everything. We could ruin it, but I think we're going to make it even better. Back brake has been on for a while, but we've now shortened the hose, and I've got Adam, he's coming back in a sec to fit the caliper at the back. The front brake's going on now, which look at the pair of them, they do look cool with the hose in. I may have to shorten that one, but because the caliper's already on, ready to go, I can put the pads in, rotors are on. We're about to have a front and rear brake set up. The chain is on, you can't see there, but the black chain looks sick with the wheel in. Then grips, but look, this shifter actually attaches to the Hope brake, to the lever. There's actually an adapter that allows that to fit directly to that. So you don't need 2 clamps, you only need 1. So I've got a dropper, a rear brake and a front brake. Then the grips, saddle pedal. We're actually almost there. I'm going to do the Öhlins shock last. I just need Adam to come back because I'm lost. Adam's doing the rear brake bleed right now, but meanwhile, I've run over to the shop and found this. An orange top cap to go with all the other orange Hope Stees.
That looks good.
It's the little things, isn't it? It's the subtleties in life. Like orange top caps and orange adjusters on your brake. And asking a professional bike engineer to help.
Go on, pull that brake for us.
Pull it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. 100% sure. And again.
And again? Oh, like pump it?
Yeah.
Look at all the air coming out.
Alright, and hold it in.
Hold it in.
There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now I can put grips on. Put the long necks on. Feel those grips, Ben.
Ooh,
Comfy,
very
yeah?
lovely.
Very nice. And lock on. I don't run lock on grips on my dirt jump bikes, but if you're riding a bike, now it's winter, this is a good way of winterizing your bike. If you ride non-lock on grips, get lock on grips, because any bit of water gets under there, any bit of cold condensation, it's literally going to slide off your handlebar, you're going to hit a tree. It's true. Brake pads in. These brakes are going to be powerful. And there's a tiny little spring that goes on the end to stop because otherwise that screw could rattle loose, and if that comes out, your pads fall out, and then you definitely hit a tree. Or a cliff. Yes, just need an axle. That looks like a bike. Black chain looks rad, doesn't it? I'm just fitting the saddle, which is the Gusset S2 saddle, but the all-mountain one, so it's bigger. They do a downhill saddle, which is much shorter. Because this is a trail bike and I'm going to be spending, hopefully, a lot of time on trail rides, sat down. I'll also be spending a lot of time doing jumps, not sat down. But it's more comfy, and I think it looks really cool. It's got these grippy pads, for wet weather riding, slipping off the seat, all of the above. Black dropper post, black fork stanchions, then this is going to be black. So all the moving, sliding stanchions on the bike are black. Everything tubular, like the bars, the front triangle, the addition tubular doesn't make sense, but everything that's not coloured is black. And it looks rad, actually. And everything that's like an accent is orange. So we've got, that's the top cap, which you've seen, the bits on the brake pad, the brakes there. I'm still pleased I didn't make those top Hope pads, like that cap, that plate can be orange, but I'm pleased I didn't. I think they do look good like that. One braided hose from there because I've got electric gears, so it's too good. It's actually too good. Black chain. So this is actually pretty much done. I'm going to take this shock over to Adam. He's going to swap the hardware so we can put it in the bike. And while we're in the shop, we can look at Dipro suggestions and come back with everything. The only thing I don't have with me is pedals. I left them at home. So we're going to have a 95% complete bike, which will actually complete in the garage. So let's go and give this to Adam. They're not that different, but they're so different.
On that one first.
Thank you, Adam. Adam's swapping the hardware. Let's go look at stickers. There's an example. Top tube and chainstay. Literally transforms a bike. So I could go with something like this that's white, which is going to show up on the carbon. But I think... Now, what do you think, Ben?
I think...
Because we've talked about this a lot today.
I think it should colour match the bike. There's no white at all on your bike. That would look cool. Perhaps.
Quite brave.
I mean, it's a bit, yeah.
It's got people in hula skirts. Should we open it?
Mate, that is sick.
Do you like that?
I actually really like that.
That's got all the colours on my bike. Actually, all of them. Orange in one patch. Like orange, green, yellow. Plus people are doing hula hula. Weird, but sick. I like weird. I'm gonna do it. Should we do the Hawaii?
I think you should.
The hula hula.
Hula hula.
Let's do Hawaii. Here's Adam with a big pair of bouncers.
Stop looking at my bouncers.
Is that ready to go on?
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go and put all this sick stuff on my bike. It's gonna be unbelievable. Look at that shot. Look at that whole bike.
I reckon that's going to look crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to give it a go. I feel very lucky to have Olin suspension.
It looks so good.
That gold is good, look, like you said.
Yeah. Now it's all come together so nice.
Listen to that hub. Right, let's get the stickers on. Now let's get down at the stand. I don't have pedals. But this isn't a riding video, this is really building up the bike. I know it's been a long process. I haven't shortened the cables yet. That dropper one desperately needs reducing in size. That's fine, we can do that anytime. I think we need to add air to the suspension, Ben.
Oh my god.
I think they need a little squirt of wind in there. Okay. Right, let's do the stickers. It looks insane. This whole bike looks absolutely unreal and potentially trumps my original dream bike. That took a lot more time. I built that over like 5 episodes because there's so much attention to detail. The frame was fully custom painted, but this is an example of how you can customize bike without going to a paint shop for a lot less money. And I think because of that, this is really cool, and it's going to change again. We can change the graphics, we can change the parts, O-lins as well. If that bike had O-lins on the front, it'd be a true contender, but this is the new dream bike. Black chain, I'm stoked with. The whole thing I'm stoked with. You're probably sick of hearing me say how stoked I am, but I'm extremely stoked. It's unreal, I can't wait to ride it. I daren't ride it, but I will. I want to see what the suspension is like. That bike I'm going to take to a proper bike park again, because it deserves it and it's sick. This bike is going to get ridden hard. Like, it's got the best suspension on, the best brakes. I want to use that and use it to the max. Ignore the gangly hose situation. I want to get all that trimmed down, but I'm pumped. Thank you to everyone that supports me and this bike. Thanks again to Squarespace for supporting this channel, this video. It's sick to be partnered up with a company and an online tool that's so relevant to what I do and what I do with Ben. That's sick. You can purchase your own domain online at the point of building the website. So you go on there, you figure out what your website's going to be called, you purchase the domain, and then you can start building it. It's got templates that are diverse for all types of website, galleries, commerce, it's got marketing analytics, marketing tools. There's so many features within that platform. You can book appointments through calendars. Just get on there and check it out, it's insane. So head to squarespace.com to start your free trial on their website, and when you're ready to start your business and build an unreal online presence, and save 10% on your first purchase by hitting the discount code and using the code in the description below. So hit that link, get started. It won't disappoint. This is where it's coming so handy for me with understanding online websites, how to start a business, a brand, a company, and ultimately like grow your success. This bike is a success. Everything's been a success today apart from the weather, filming in the rain and the dark. But yet, here we are with a sick bike that's ready to ride. Legends.